Hey everybody, I'm attorney Wendy Mannard, and I wanted to share with y'all that I am in fact filing a class action lawsuit in the United States District Court for the Middle District of Louisiana against the state of Louisiana and the Louisiana Workforce Commission. And the purpose of this lawsuit is what I want to explain. The reason I'm filing this is to try to help the hundreds and thousands of Louisiana residents with legitimate unemployment claims who have had their claims stalled and have been waiting for weeks and months to get their claims finally processed through no fault of their own. And so I'm not just talking about delays of a couple days, I'm talking about several weeks to several months. And it's not just an issue all the time of there being so many people, but what I'm finding out is a lot of the issues are caused by glitches in the system, by the claims being processed incorrectly, by people receiving letters and notices saying things like, you have an overpayment now because you owe child support, when some of these people have never had children in their life. Just serious issues and glitches that are holding up and stalling tons of claims. And, I just want to say, though, this is not about vilifying the Louisiana Workforce Commission or the state, because I understand that they're overwhelmed, but at the same time, it's just patently unfair, because hundreds of people have come to me that have tried to remedy this situation on their own. They've called the Louisiana workforce over and over again over the course of weeks and months. Oftentimes they'll tell me they can't even get through. Sometimes they'll sit on hold for several hours just to get hung up on. They'll email several times. They've emailed and reached out to their local legislative representatives, who in many cases have also tried to help. But there's some people's claims that are being processed, but there's still hundreds of thousands of people whose claims are being unfairly delayed and who have legitimate claims. And again, I'm talking about legitimate claims. There's so many of these people have worked their whole adult life and never filed an unemployment claim before in their life. And now, because of COVID, they have lost their job through no fault of their own and haven't been able to get a new job, or they may have to stay home to take care of their school-aged children, or they aren't able to go back into the workforce right now because their doctor has advised them that they have an underlying health issue and that they have to stay home until they're able to get the vaccine. So these are the types of people that I'm trying to help with this lawsuit. And again, even though I'm a lawyer, I actually don't like to file suit. I always try to see if we can work things out. But for all the people that have come to me, they feel like they have exhausted every avenue they can to try to get the claims resolved on their own. And so that's why I've finally agreed to go ahead and file this lawsuit. And I want to give a shout out to my colleague and good friend, attorney Ellen Clevenger, who's also helped me tremendously in putting this lawsuit together and talking to people who have been dealing with these issues. Another thing I wanted to mention is that if you get a denial letter or a disqualification letter or an overpayment letter by the workforce, you should still file your appeal, and you think it's incorrect, you should file your appeal, which you usually have 15 days to do so. And if you have an overpayment letter, you can file an appeal, and you can even seek a waiver on that. That is something we're not able to represent people individually on. The class action lawsuit that I'm filing has to do more of a general nature in dealing with the delays in processing claims. I am mentioning something in the lawsuit about the fact that there are several thousands and thousands of people who have incorrectly received overpayment letters. Some people may have received legitimate overpayment letters, but many people have not, and that's just delayed the processing of their claims. But we are not able to represent people on an individual basis because we don't have the manpower to do that. So this lawsuit is really just about trying to deal with the overall general delays that the Louisiana workforce is having in processing people's claims. So if you do get a disqualification letter, a denial letter, or an overpayment letter that you think is incorrect or unfair, I very strongly urge you to file your appeal. You can either do that on your own, or if you can seek independent counsel to help you do that. And another thing I wanted to mention is that, of course, I hope that us filing this lawsuit will help hundreds of thousands of people, but I don't have a crystal ball. I can't say what the judge is going to decide. And if nothing else, I hope it puts a fire under the Louisiana workforce and the state to step up to the plate, to hire more people if they need to do better training, to have more people in the call centers, to update their server system, just do whatever they can to try to get these claims processed more effectively, because it's really hard on so many people who have not received a single payment in several weeks to several months, and their claims are just in this limbo for so long. And then another thing is, people have asked, what do they need to do if they want to join the lawsuit? At this point, there's nothing that you need to do to join the lawsuit. I'm going to seek that everyone's automatically included in it unless they opt out. But of course, if that changes, if there are any updates, I'll post them and let the public know. And I just want to say, y'all stay strong and don't give up hope, and have a great week. Bye.